Hello, I'm Ted Lee. My call sign is Victor Echo 7 Lima Echo and VE7 Lima Echo Echo. I've got two call signs here. Canada, we're allowed to have two. That's what it says on my certificate, my latest one. So this is part 2 of digital amateur radio in Vancouver. Let me go back to where we left off. I think I was talking about here. Okay, this is where we left off. I'm on the air now. I was talking about networks. Because one of the advantage of digital radio is that you can network together all the repeaters. And also they have something called reflectors or rooms or talk groups. Basically, those are computer servers distributing the audio to multiple links. So that's what it is. Really, it's just a server on the internet. So in using the proper terminology in DSTAR, they're called reflectors, DMR, which stands for Digital Mobile Radio, they're called talk groups. Examples are North America, local, worldwide. And DMR, they have two networks. One's called DMARC, stands for Digital Motorola Amateur Radio Club, by linking all their XPR's 8400 repeaters together. And they want to keep it pure. They can only have Motorola repeaters connecting to Motorola repeaters because they use proprietary language. So another method was invented called Brandmeister, and they have all these different rooms or reflectors, whatever you want to call them, hundreds of them. And anybody can have one. So here in Canada, we have one for each province, and one for Canada, and we have English and French. We don't have one for Vancouver. On Wires X, it's a little different. So on C4FM, it's called Wires X, and they have another network. Wires X is designed to hook the repeaters together. It's a box called HRI 200. It's a specialized sound card that interfaces your repeater or radio to the internet. It's called Wires X, and everybody who orders the box gets their own room. So you can connect all the rooms together and form a network. For those who have, for example, the DV4 Mini, you can connect with reflectors called the FCS reflectors. So in C4FM, there's a lot of rooms called CQ Canada, for example. It's on a repeater. I think its call sign is Victor Echo 1 X-Ray Kilo. I'm not sure about that, but it's in room 40678. And you can give your room a name, and they call it CQ Canada. I call my room East Richmond Digital Group, or by its call sign Victor Alpha 7, Romeo Echo Foxtrot. Some people have the Zombie Room, for example, for the Zombie Net, which is located, I forgot, either in Detroit or Chicago. And they have zombie alerts. So they have a net on, no, they don't have, I'm not sure if they have a net. But I spoke to the guy there. He's into zombies, for example. Continuing on. So you can actually make your own repeater. This one here is a Raspberry Pi version 1 now. They got 3 versions. That's what I use for my little DSTAR repeater. And I'm using what the red DVAP, same as this guy, on this one. This plugs in, and that gives me a low 10 milliwatt repeater. This one's also mine, Raspberry Pi up here. I have a TNC Pi I put together as a kit for APRS. So here's one from Myco VK5ZEA. It's a little simplex repeater, grab and go. Plugs into 12 volts. Or this one he has says 24 volts on there. But he's from Australia, and they use 240 volts. So what else is there? Well, this is stuff I didn't discuss because I want to keep this low level. This is introductory to digital radios in Vancouver. Did not discuss how we link repeaters and rooms reflectors together. About multi-mode linking repeaters, this is new now. You can have a repeater that does any mode, one repeater, and it can do DSTAR, C4FM, I'm not sure about DMR. And then we have transcoding, reflector to reflector. This is where people on DSTAR or C4FM or DSTAR can connect to other people. I did not go into the people who, briefly I went into it with DMark and Brandmeister, about the people who want to keep their network pure. Even on C4FM, you have people say, no analog rooms allowed to connect to my room. It must be digital only. Because one of the problems with the analog repeaters, they pick up all the noise and interference and weak FM signals, and that's being duplicated perfectly over a digital network and being transmitted to everybody who else is connected. So that's why some people have no analog reflector repeaters allowed to connect to my room. That's what they have, their policy. And no, so you have some people, yes, I want to connect everything to everything. So that's the difference in the politics of digital radios. Even among digital, you get no purity versus people you want to experiment. So that concludes part 2 of my presentation. This is in 2 parts because of the video. I can only do 15 minutes. This is how I can be reached. I will upload this to YouTube and put it on my webpage there, which is www.victoralpha7romeoechofoxtrot.info. It'll be postage 73s from Victor Echo 7 Lima Echo Echo.